Are you noticing more hair in your brush than usual, thinner ponytails, or a scalp that's more visible than it used to be? If you're over 60, you're not alone, because nearly 40% of women and 50% of men experience noticeable hair thinning by age 60. But here's the good news, and the best part is you probably already have some of these in your kitchen right now. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you thought about feeding your hair from the inside out? Most people spend hundreds on shampoos and treatments, but ignore the most powerful tool they have, which is their fork. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat, how much to eat, and when to eat it for maximum hair growth. Before we dive into the specific foods, let's talk about why your hair needs special attention after 60. Your hair follicles are some of the most metabolically active cells in your body, which means they need a constant supply of nutrients to function properly. But as we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing certain nutrients. Our digestive system slows down. We might be taking medications that interfere with nutrient absorption, and our dietary habits might have changed over the years. And this shows up as thinning, breakage, dullness, and slower growth. But here's where it gets exciting. Research shows that when you provide your body with the right nutrients, your hair follicles can actually regenerate. Let's start with food number 1, eggs. And I'm not just talking about any part of the egg, I'm talking about the whole egg, especially the yolk. Eggs are absolutely packed with biotin, which is also called vitamin B7. And biotin is essential for producing keratin, which is the protein that makes up 95% of your hair structure. A study published in the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology found that people with thinning hair who increased their biotin intake saw significant improvements in hair growth and thickness within 90 days. And here's the specific amount you need. 1 large egg contains about 10 micrograms of biotin, and you want to aim for 30 micrograms per day for optimal hair health. But eggs aren't just about biotin. They're also loaded with high-quality protein, which provides the amino acids your hair follicles need to build new hair strands. Plus, they contain iron, zinc, and selenium, which all play crucial roles in hair health. Here's how to maximize the benefits. Eat 2 to 3 whole eggs per day. Make sure you cook the whites, because raw egg whites contain avidin, which actually blocks biotin absorption, and try to buy pasture-raised eggs when possible, because they contain higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids. My favorite way to eat them is soft-boiled on top of spinach, which brings us to another hair-boosting food we'll talk about in a minute. Food number 2 is fatty fish, especially salmon, mackerel, and sardines. And this is where omega-3 fatty acids come into play. Your scalp needs healthy fats to produce the natural oils that keep your hair moisturized and shiny, and omega-3s are anti-inflammatory, which means they can help reduce scalp inflammation that might be blocking your hair follicles. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology found that women who took omega-3 supplements for 6 months experienced significantly increased hair density and reduced hair loss compared to the control group, and the participants reported that their hair felt thicker and looked shinier. Here's what you need to know about portions. A 3-ounce serving of salmon contains about 1,100 milligrams of EPA and DHA, which are the active forms of omega-3, and you want to aim for at least 2 servings of fatty fish per week. But there's more. Fatty fish also contains vitamin D, which research shows plays a crucial role in hair follicle cycling, and many people over 60 are deficient in vitamin D, especially if they're not getting regular sun exposure. Salmon also provides high-quality protein and B vitamins, including B12, which is often low in older adults. If you're not a fan of fish, you can get omega-3s from walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds, but the fish sources are more bioavailable, which means your body can use them more easily. Let's talk about food number 3, which is leafy greens, particularly spinach. And I know you've heard that spinach is healthy, but let me tell you specifically why it's a powerhouse for hair growth. Spinach is loaded with iron, and iron deficiency is one of the most common nutritional causes of hair loss, especially in women over 60. Your hair follicles need iron to produce hemoglobin, which carries oxygen to your cells. And without enough oxygen, your follicles can't function properly, and they shut down. A study in the Journal of Korean Medical Science found that women with hair loss had significantly lower iron levels than women with healthy hair, and when they corrected the deficiency, their hair growth improved dramatically. 1 cup of cooked spinach provides about 3.5 milligrams of iron, which is roughly 20% of your daily needs. But here's the key: you need to pair iron-rich foods with vitamin C to maximize absorption. Spinach also contains folate, which helps your body create red blood cells that carry nutrients to your scalp, and it's packed with vitamin A, which helps your scalp produce sebum, the natural oil that keeps your hair moisturized and prevents breakage. Here's my recommendation: eat at least 1 cup of cooked leafy greens daily. Rotate between spinach, kale, and Swiss chard for variety, and always add a squeeze of lemon or eat them with tomatoes to boost iron absorption with vitamin C. Food number 4 is nuts and seeds, especially walnuts, almonds, and pumpkin seeds, and these are absolute game changers for hair health. Nuts and seeds are rich in zinc, which is critical for hair tissue growth and repair, and zinc also helps keep the oil glands around your hair follicles working properly. Research published in Dermatology Research and Practice shows that zinc deficiency is common in people with hair loss, and supplementation can help restore hair growth. Pumpkin seeds are particularly powerful because they contain compounds that may block DHT, which is a hormone that can shrink hair follicles and lead to hair loss. A study found that men who took pumpkin seed oil for 24 weeks saw a 40% increase in hair count compared to the placebo group. Walnuts are the only nut that contains significant amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, and they're also loaded with vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant that protects your hair follicles from damage. Here's your action plan. Choose raw or dry roasted varieties without added salt or sugar, and try to include pumpkin seeds specifically for their DHT blocking properties. You can sprinkle them on salads, blend them into smoothies, or just eat them as a mid-afternoon snack. Food number 5 is sweet potatoes, and this is where beta-carotene comes into the picture. Your body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A, and vitamin A is essential for cell growth, including hair cells. It also helps your scalp produce sebum, which keeps your hair from drying out and breaking. But here's something important. You need the right amount because too little vitamin A can cause hair loss, but too much can also cause hair loss. 1 medium sweet potato contains over 200% of your daily vitamin A needs, and it's also packed with fiber vitamin C and potassium. A study in the Archives of Dermatology found that people with adequate vitamin A levels had healthier hair growth patterns and less scalp dryness compared to those with deficiencies. Here's how to incorporate sweet potatoes. Eat 1 medium sweet potato 3 to 4 times per week, bake, roast, or steam them with the skin on for maximum nutrients, and pair them with a healthy fat like olive oil or avocado, because vitamin A is fat-soluble and needs fat for absorption. Try making sweet potato toast topped with avocado and eggs for a hair-boosting breakfast that combines multiple foods from this list. Food number 6 is avocados, and these creamy green fruits are hair health superstars. Avocados are loaded with vitamin E, which is a powerful antioxidant that protects your hair follicles from oxidative stress and damage from free radicals. A study published in Tropical Life Sciences Research found that people who took vitamin E supplements for 8 months experienced a 34.5% increase in hair growth compared to the placebo group. 1 medium avocado provides about 27% of your daily vitamin E needs, but that's not all. Avocados are also rich in healthy monounsaturated fats that help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, all of which play roles in hair health. The healthy fats in avocados also help keep your scalp moisturized and your hair shiny and flexible, which prevents breakage. Plus, avocados contain biotin B vitamins and folate, which we've already discussed as crucial for hair growth. Here's your game plan: eat half an avocado daily, add it to smoothie salads, or eat it plain with a sprinkle of sea salt, and use avocado oil for cooking, because it has a high smoke point and provides similar benefits. The combination of vitamin E and healthy fats makes avocados one of the most complete hair health foods you can eat. Food number 7 might surprise you, and that's oysters. Now, I know oysters aren't an everyday food for most people, but hear me out, because they're worth mentioning. Oysters are the absolute best food source of zinc, containing more zinc per serving than any other food. Just 3 ounces of oysters provides 74 milligrams of zinc, which is almost 500% of your daily needs. Remember, zinc is critical for hair tissue growth and repair, and it helps keep the oil glands around your follicles working properly. And while you don't need that much zinc, daily oysters can be a powerful occasional boost, especially if you've been diagnosed with a zinc deficiency. Research shows that zinc deficiency is linked to hair loss, and restoring zinc levels can help reverse it. If oysters aren't your thing, you can get zinc from beef pumpkin seeds, lentils, and chickpeas, but you'd need to eat much larger portions to get the same amount. Here's the practical approach: if you enjoy oysters, have them once or twice a month as a zinc boost. Otherwise, focus on getting zinc from pumpkin seeds, which we already discussed. Now, let's put this all together with a practical meal plan, because knowing what to eat is one thing, but actually doing it is another. For breakfast, try 2 scrambled eggs with spinach and half an avocado on whole grain toast. This gives you biotin, protein, iron, vitamin A, and healthy fats all in one meal. For lunch, make a salmon salad with mixed greens, cherry tomatoes, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds dressed with olive oil and lemon. This covers your omega-3s, vitamin E, zinc, and iron, plus the vitamin C from tomatoes helps with iron absorption. For dinner, roast a sweet potato and serve it with grilled mackerel and steamed kale. This provides beta-carotene, more omega-3s, and additional iron and folate. For snacks, keep a container of mixed nuts and seeds handy, or blend a smoothie with spinach, avocado, walnuts, and berries. The key is consistency, because your hair follicles need a steady supply of these nutrients day after day to produce healthy hair. Here's what you need to remember. Hair growth takes time, because your hair only grows about half an inch per month. So you need to give these dietary changes at least 3 to 6 months to see visible results. Take progress photos now so you can compare later, because the changes will be gradual and you might not notice them day to day. Make sure you're drinking enough water, because hydration is crucial for nutrient transport to your hair follicles. Aim for 8 glasses daily. And remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. If you miss a day, just get back on track the next day. So there you have it, 7 scientifically proven foods that can help you grow thicker, shinier hair, faster: eggs for biotin and protein, fatty fish for omega-3s and vitamin D, spinach for iron and folate, nuts and seeds for zinc and vitamin E, sweet potatoes for vitamin A, avocados for healthy fats and vitamin E, and oysters for a zinc boost. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more science-backed nutrition tips for seniors, and drop